Good afternoon. I'm doing this video of Doors Kickers 2 to show off gameplay. I've started this video a couple of times, but I realize if I do it on anything other than a small map, it's going to take forever to go through all the steps, because sometimes I spend more than an hour on a mission, and I don't think you want to sit here listening to me talk for an hour. So we'll go to the missions category, and we'll go to the very bottom, which is the mission generator, and we can see all the different types. But those ones, even the mission generators for apartments, are kind of big. So instead we'll go to Tiny Troubles, which is a category. These tend to be smaller maps and we can go through them quicker. And we'll go to the very first one, which is Hot Room. Hot Room, hostages must survive. It's a hostage rescue. Well, there's a whole briefing. Surgeons have taken City Hall, blah, blah, blah. Breach the office and rescue the hostages. And here's something important. Silence or speed are your best options. Now, you're allowed to have 3 troopers, and oddly enough in 4 locations. I don't know why there's a 4th starting location, but they decided to do that for us. So, first step I take, and like I said, I'll go through these steps like I've go through my thought process, is how big is the map? It's a small map, so I don't need any marksmen who can shoot quite a ways over the map. I don't need any grenadiers to fire a grenade across the room because these are kind of small rooms and you can throw a grenade as far as you can reach. And support are the light machine guns, and probably don't need that, especially if you've got hostages. Now there's the hostages. I'm sorry, there's the hostage, the mayor, and some bad guys. Now you know some of these bad guys are sitting down. Some of them are at alert. And here's something new that's version with 1.0. This executioner has aiming boosted by an advisor. That's the foreign advisor. So if you would have a chance to shoot him first, it would be a good idea if that's going to be something that you're able to do. But we'll go through the rest of the rooms here. There's a glass door right here and a glass door right there, so you can see into it. There's a glass door right there. There's an opening here for this conference room, a glass door for what looks like copying machines, and a very sort of strangely shaped wall here with a door. Now there's a desk here for the receptionist, and you might be able to get an operative to leap over that desk and come around. So that's something to think about. But you've got a locked door. So that's your first question is how do you want to get through that locked door? Do you want to blow it open? Do you want to break it open with a crowbar? There's a dynamic hammer that will open it with a single swing. So the question is what's your approach? How quietly do you want to go in? The door can't be seen by the people in this room, and those are the only ones that you know are here. There are probably going to be people elsewhere inside of this area. So let's try, because one of the things about this game is you just try things. We'll equip one guy with a dynamic hammer. And dynamic hammer, you can see the little video down the bottom. One swing and it opens. Boom. For a weapon, the carbine is a good idea, but we'll use a suppressor to try to keep the sound down. And we'll go with a simple holosight, because that will, well, holosight's really not that much of an advantage. A dual roll optic's the best option. Oops. All around armor. This is something that I unlocked with a battle mission, battle medal. This provides us good side armor. We have a flashbang and a frag grenade. So that's good choices. Here's our other guy. Now, let's talk about our options for equipment here, since we're going to be describing it. See, he's got this larger slot, and he can have slap charges, which are used to blow doors, a wall breach, which you use to blow the wall, a spy camera, which you tuck underneath, and you can look these up. And the question is, are any of those going to be really useful? There's no locked doors except for that first one, and we're using the dynamic hammer to open it. There's probably not going to be an opportunity to use a spy camera underneath the door, since these are glass doors. And the one room you need to know where everybody is, you can see everybody, and I'm assuming that's because these glass walls and glass doors are open to the outside, and you have an outside observer. You'll find that to be something in some maps, that there's an outside observer that allows you to see what's outside. Because you can see the light streaming in through here, you don't know if somebody else is in this room or not. So, he's got the dynamic hammer, he's got the grenades, and he's got a wall breach charge, but a wall breach is just not going to be something we're probably going to need. So, let's equip him with well, you know, I was going to say, maybe we'll equip him with some smoke grenades. Maybe that'll come in handy. Since we're trying this out, sometimes there's no wrong choice, there's just a wrong choice after you've already gotten there and started playing the mission. You think, oh wow, that was a really dumb decision. But let's try it this way. Alright, so we've now got the equipment, but let's do one more thing. Let's make sure everybody's got silencers, because we're going to go in suppressed. I don't bother with silencers on pistols. You rarely ever get a pistol out in this game. It's usually if you've run out of ammunition, and if you're playing on a big map, there's a chance. And and it's running out of ammunition temporarily. You're considered to have an infinite number of clips, magazines on your body. Alright.
Lock and load. Let's do this.
Alright, planning mode.
Roger.
And we're going to see how we're positioning these guys. And this symbol says look that way. And when you move, you'll keep looking at that little piece of pie as you move. But for the time being, we're not going into the room. We're just going to shoot. And this is also different. Some people play the game planning out the entire movement for their units, the whole thing, before they even start the mission. That's called single plan. I don't like doing that because I'm not that good at this, and I'd like to think about it and change my mind. But let's see what happens.
Go, go.
Now we fire a few things. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to send this guy and cross over. I'm going to send Cobra here and go this way. And then finally I'll send Jones and go this way. Now it's important, if you've got predefined pie slices like that, you need to do a little drag like that, and that lets them point in the direction they're going. So we hit the button, we move them a little bit.
Tango down.
Now, we've stopped it. We're thinking there could be more people inside this room. So I put a slice there, and there's something that's new for version 1.0. See this little toggle between keep moving? Don't stop if you see target and wait for clear. That's a cool thing to have turned on. And there will be some cases where you don't want it turned on, but probably not the best idea to just simply keep moving if you see an enemy. Now, this guy right here, I can continue moving him around, and that'll give him a little sweep of the room. This guy can move past and do a sweep of the room. And finally, Jones here will keep going. Actually, Jones will have swing this way and have him watch in this general direction. So let's see what happens. Alright, There's nobody in the conference room. We're removing by doing this drag. This is a right mouse drag. We're going to let them face forward as they move. Now comes the interesting part. How do I keep the mayor from being shot and take down enough of the bad guys that when I blow through that room, it won't be an issue? Well, obviously I can stand in front of this door. The fact that it's a wood door will block the view. This one I can't go through without it. So let me go this way. And you notice he's got a flashbang. So why don't I go this way? And since it's a glass door, he can do that. And he'll bust through that door. And I will, with this guy, also throw in a grenade and do that under an A. And finally, this is Bremer. I'm going to hold him back here because he's not throwing a grenade. And when the A sounds, he'll move in. Now here's something also that you probably don't realize when you play this game first few times is when you have a go code like an A that's throwing a grenade, anybody else who has that same go code will wait until the grenade explodes. They won't start moving when you hit the buttons. They'll start moving after the grenades go off. And see, we're going to move everybody into the room. So let's see what happens. Everybody gets lined up.
Holding for Alpha. Blast
Alpha,
him.
go.
Tango down. Spot the man.
There we go.
Good job. Mission complete.
And see, I missed that guy in there. And that's how you clear a room. Unfortunately, I lost an operative, so I could probably do better.